This is Devon, trying to get a deer, man. What's up? You said they're trying to sell that old hoarder house? Let's go. I've been trying to buy this house for 6 months. Go. Super excited today. Let's walk through this new house we're getting. We got big plans for it. We're going to talk a little bit about our final plans for this house. I haven't been in here in several months. I've been trying to buy this house forever. Looks like we're finally going to get it done. It's my 3rd time having it under contract. We're going to have this house for years, and it's going to be a big part of this community. So we're super excited to show you this. And honestly, I'm super nervous because I haven't been in here for a long time. Hopefully we're not dealing with a bunch of mold problems and everything else. Let's see what we got. First off, this is just a really cool old house. Location, location, location. This house is literally off the Pleasant Hill Town Square, where they have lots of events right across the street. There's wedding venues, bars, people here all the time. The Katy Trail, which is a bike riding trail, runs right through the front yard. The county fairgrounds is right here at the end of the street. It's just a really central location, and we're gonna turn this into an Airbnb. And once we're all done, we'll do another tour of this thing, and you'll be able to book it and come stay here at some point. So pretty cool spot. I think it'd be good for the community. One thing you'll notice is we may call this the tree house, as there is a tree growing behind the siding. Never had that before. So we're gonna turn this into 2 Airbnb units, a downstairs and an upstairs with separate entrances. It's already pretty well set up perfect for it. This would be the main entrance to the main level. It's gonna need all new windows and doors and everything, but you'll see this old stained design glass. Super cool. We're gonna keep this somehow. I don't know what we're gonna do with it yet. On our after video, we'll know. You can see this is kind of where that tree comes in and pushes out all the siding and works its way up. Is that honeysuckle? Is that what that is? Let us know in the comments, what is this thing? Because it's kind of pretty now that it's all bloomed out. So we got more roots on the windows. I don't know, maybe we call it the tree house. I thought about the hill house. I thought about the roost, because Pleasant Hill Roosters is kind of the town. I don't know what we're gonna call this thing yet. I've heard House on Haunted Hill. It's a little creepy right now, but this thing is gonna be a true staple. I want it to be something that really pops, so when they're downtown, they look over here, there's gonna be really cool big signage and everything custom on this place, because I love it. This one's cool. So on the back here, some stuff. We got more stuff. There's always stuff in the way. So this is an old cistern. Don't step on this. I don't know how secure this is, but that goes down underneath the house. All this is gonna have to get filled. They've got a big patio back here, a couple little sheds that we're gonna have to tear down. And then there's an alleyway behind here. We'll probably not have to worry about getting access to it, just strictly because what we're gonna use this for. I don't know that I'd sit on that chair. This is a cool fire pit. We're gonna redo this. I think we somehow utilize this thing, because that is super cool. You never know what you're gonna find in these old houses, which is probably one of my favorite things about it. Ghosts, you never know. Let's see what's living in this shed. Looks like somebody left the door open. Anything in here gonna eat me? So it looks like they left me a old riding mower, some other junk. Roof's caving in. Oh, look at that wasp nest. That's sketchy. So I'm very allergic to wasps. I'm not gonna go hang out with them boys. They can have it. We'll deal with them later. This is actually currently set up as a shared driveway. We're gonna have to do a separate driveway here, because we're gonna have one unit that enters here. So this would be the upstairs unit, because there's stairs that come in here. Imagine this coming in being for one unit and another unit coming into the front door. Have to pour a pretty good sized driveway here. We'll redo this and make it cool. Try to make it a feature of this house instead of an eyesore. There's my first cobweb of the day. Hello? Yummy. Look at that. This is the door that goes upstairs. We're gonna frame in this area and make this its own entrance upstairs. Then this will kind of be the back side of the downstairs unit. And then we'll do a shared laundry room here. We're gonna spruce it up a little bit, but we're really not gonna do a lot of stuff. So one thing that attracted me to this house is, for being as old as it is, it's got really tall ceilings and a lot of space. So between the main level here, 2 bedrooms and 1 bath, and then upstairs there's also 2 bedrooms and 1 bath with a kitchenette. So that's how we're gonna turn that into a separate unit from this one. And there's a lot of cool old chests, antique furniture that was left here. It's really neat to see these old houses. This one stinks, a lot of residual smoke from back in the day. I don't know how long it's been vacant. Spider webs. Ugh. This closet is where that cool window is. We're gonna use this somehow. Since this is such a big area for bike riders to come here, it'd be cool to bring their bikes up, bring them inside, have like a little bike hook maybe here right underneath this cool window. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. This is a secondary entrance into one of the bedrooms. They blocked it with some stuff. I don't really get that. We'll either section that off or put a door here. One thing that's cool that I've seen in this place, this is Pleasant Hill High School, established 1830, but it's an old school year. Oh, 1970, I think. That's in really good shape. Kind of cool. We'll get that to the Historic Society down here. As you can see, there's just a ton of potential in here. I see gold, so I'm really excited about this place. A lot of handmade furniture. I think this is an old church pew, which is neat. And I'm actually gonna try to restore some of this and reuse it. Not the futon or the couch, but some of these old dressers and stuff are really neat. This is a bedroom. I don't know, with enough likes, I'll probably open this and see if I puke. Let's see how it goes. Some old clocks, some old built-in wood features. We're gonna keep all of these that we can. One thing I try to do is keep as much of this old stuff as I can. So that's kind of the draw, especially if we're going to be here as an Airbnb. I think it'd be cool to have these neat old features. You have some really cool old features, and then you have a cool sign because this house is cool. I'm a nerd, so don't judge me. All right, so this is gross. Above this is a bathroom that has been leaking for who knows how long. All this is going to have to get demoed and redone. Same thing with out in the hallway. We've got some roof issues. We've got trees growing through the house, and a lot of smoke damage. So a lot of kills, ozone machines. This has the old velvet style wallpaper. Feels weird. Shouldn't have touched that. We'll redo this bathroom, make it modern, but really it's not going to need a whole lot. Just some new stuff, some new paint, new tile work, new tub. But we'll try to reuse all the old built-ins. These old doors are super cool. This is one of the bedrooms. It also has some cool stuff in it, some cool old furniture. This wallpaper is really neat. I've had some people tell me I should cut out some of this very gently and try to put it in a frame as a part of the Airbnb. So just to kind of show what was here. So we may try to do something like that. What is that? I don't know. Sometimes they make little things like that make a noise that keep mice away. So that very easily could be something like that. An old Sears catalog from 1908. We're gonna have to put a real laundry room in. They had a laundry stuck in here, just kind of sticking here out of the floor. So that's gonna have to go away. Scrape these ceilings, get this thing all cleaned up. Like I said, we're gonna come in here to the kitchen. It kind of circles all around. There's some cool built-ins here. We'll keep all those. That's from that upstairs bathroom leaking. As long as it's salvageable, we'll keep those anyway. So we're gonna build a wall right here. We'll probably remove these cabinets right here, make a little sitting area, get some new appliances, make this just a little eat-in kitchen. I'll probably do a stackable laundry unit here. And then in here, we'll have the stackable unit for the upstairs. So people have a spot for laundry when they're coming here to stay. This place, since you'll come into this door and straight up, we'll have to do something a little bit different with the doors. This door needs to open the other way. So we'll probably go ahead and replace this door because this is a little awkward. But once you remove the stuff, this door will open more. This is set up with a bedroom on each side, each end. Can't quite see the fairgrounds, but you can see the backyard area. One thing that's cool about these old houses is they really made use of all the space. Every little nook and cranny is storage. New houses aren't built like that. They really took advantage of everything they could. We'll see how all that converts whenever we make this into an Airbnb. We'll remove all this paneling and see what these walls are like. I'm assuming they're not great. They had this set up with a sitting area and a small kitchen here, which we'll keep the same setup, honestly. A refrigerator here, some cabinets, kind of make this a cool area. and reutilize this. So there's some cool stuff in here. Some old school doll houses, old boxes, but these are all set up. I don't know if my grandparents played with stuff like this, or I don't have any idea what era these are from, but they're pretty neat. So this is the living room / sitting room. We'll continue to keep this the same way. So we'll have a TV in here, couches, probably a fold out couch so you can get another bed in here. Another neat old dresser. You just never know what you're gonna find in these places as we start going through. Some of these old dolls and stuff might be worth crazy money. Is this an original Raggedy Ann and Andy doll? Those things might be worth something. I don't know. So then this over here will be the other bedroom, and it overlooks kind of the town here. As we continue to move through this project, I'm gonna try to build this out into a fancy front porch area. Probably gonna take this big tree out so you can just overlook the downtown area, all the events and stuff that are going on. But this is old school Bible. My God, why have you forsaken me? 1974. Pretty neat. Yeah, I'm excited to finish going through all this stuff. It'll obviously get all new flooring, all new everything. Redo all these ceilings, redo all the lights. I don't know that I want to open that. I'm not going to open that. A lot of times when we buy these houses, a lot of this stuff is trash to a lot of people, but it's also a lot of this stuff is really neat. It reminds people of their childhood. So what we'll do is we'll bring in an estate sale person. He'll go through and mark all this. We'll have a sale here, sell the stuff that we don't intend to keep. I do intend on keeping a lot of this furniture here just because I think it'd be cool since it's going to be an Airbnb to clean it up and reuse it. So the last time we were here, here's a really kind of wild story. I was in here walking around with my estate sale guy. We walk in the door and he's like, hey man, are you sure there's nobody here? I was like, no, there's definitely not anybody here. We come through the front door. Everything's fine. I was like, everything's fine. So we come in. He's a little on edge. He's on edge the whole time. Like he just feels weird. We go through the downstairs. We come up here. We go through everything. And then we're walking just like this. And we're talking. He's walking into this room and he happens to glimpse down. And he walks in here and he takes a step out and screams at the top of his lungs. His soul left his whole body. And what I mean, his whole body, he was gone. He was freaking out. He ended up going to this room, trying to catch his breath. I couldn't figure it out. I walked over here, I looked down. My dad was standing down there, just standing there looking up here, looking for us. He had walked in the house. I forgot they were coming here, so I didn't warn him. He thought there was a person, like a ghost there. It took me 10 minutes to get him to be able to talk again. Made a really funny story. We'll remember it forever. He's probably going to be pissed when he sees this video. My dad thought it was the funniest thing in the world. It was just really funny how weird and the vibes that you get from these old houses because you just don't know what's happened here. There's so much old stuff here. My mom's up in her 60s. So a lot of this stuff is stuff she saw when she was growing up. And it's just kind of cool to have this everything being so old. So if you guys have any questions or you saw something, maybe you saw something move behind me. I don't know. We get in these old houses, you never know what you're going to see. This bathroom, I don't think we stopped here. It's a little sketchy. I don't know what I'm going to do with this yet. It may be a full tiled ceilings, walls, open shower concept. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do. That shower rod is about 3 foot tall. So the Diary of Anne Frank. Look at that. That's kind of cool. I always wonder if some of these old books are worth anything. I just don't know. I'm so ignorant on some of this stuff. 1939. Seal of the Cherokee Nation. Well, this is super freaking cool. I kind of want to hang this up in the office. That's not what I meant when I said a little profit. Usually a little profit. Uh-oh. We might have to search for a skeleton key. I think the sucker's locked. That's cool. There's another old chest. Thank you guys for coming on this tour. Oh, wait. We haven't went to the basement. Let's go to the basement and meet Fred or whoever lives down there. Well, there's only one way to find out. Hey, we got a light. All right, so if I fall, I'll do that for the vine. Spiderwebs. Got me. Hello? Oh, there's a deep freeze. I'm definitely not opening that one. I mean, it's not wet. You just never know what you're going to run into. This is dry. It's been wet. There's some old school fishing poles. They have upgraded the plumbing to PVC Old school tackle box. Some of these old fishing lures, like these old hula poppers, go for a lot of money. I think this is running. Oh, it might be the one upstairs. I was like, no way. That is sketchy. I do not want to open that sucker. This could have been worse. Could have been better. I mean, the beam doesn't seem to be too bad. I mean, that one's, if that's supporting it, like we're gonna have to do some piers. Those old school bricks aren't gonna cut it. In modern times, our 2x4s are actually 1.5 by 3.5-ish. They had put some piers in here at one point, but these 2x4s are true 2x4s. They're just so much stronger than the new wood we have. So we'll just add a couple piers, add a couple jack plates in here, and make this thing a little stronger. Overall, a lot of cleaning, a lot of plumbing work, a lot of electrical, a lot of cobwebs to remediate. We'll get our bug guy in here. But I haven't seen any like roaches or anything. They've upgraded some of the electrical. I saw the breaker panel when we came down. But that goes outside, so we'll be able to take everything just straight out, get this thing cleaned out. We probably won't use anything in here anymore. All this has been upgraded, so we'll probably run a couple new circuits for everything and a newer panel. There was a gentleman, as I started investing in this town of Pleasant Hill, that I met. One of my first houses I ever sold in this town was a custom build he was building for his wife. She ended up passing away in the middle of the project and he couldn't finish it. So we ended up selling that brand new construction house. It was beautiful to another family and finish it out for him. But he's been an electrician here forever, Porter Electrical. He's donated a ton of land and a ton of resources to the town, including a pretty cool little lake over here called Porter Lake. Just a genuinely nice guy. I've had a lot of dealings with him, but he passed away a few years ago. That's kind of cool to see some of his old school stuff because he was the one that did this who knows how long ago. Kind of another little neat thing of history. I love this little town. I feel like this would be a good place and a good resource for this town. We have no hotels here. We got about 10,000 people. As you go into these small towns where there's no place for family to come in and stay or people coming in for weddings, these Airbnbs are a great option for that. And a lot of different people can enjoy these old houses. I don't know if you call this Victorian or what kind of style you would call this. The amount of history in this house and the fact that these people have clearly lived here a long, long time. I'm super excited to be able to share this with the community. So we'll be having a sale at some point here with the stuff we're not gonna reuse and let people come through it. And then once we finish all this, we'll allow the family to come back and take a look at the house, see what all we did. And that's one of my favorite parts of these is we get to bring them back. And a lot of times they get super excited to see it as it was when they were kids. So follow along on the process of this thing. Hopefully sometime you can maybe book a stay here and come check it out. I'm really excited to share this with you and the whole process. We'll try to do more videos along the way of this one, as that's kind of a part of our goals moving forward. We've got some different projects we're working on. We're gonna shoot at different stages. Thank you everybody for following along with us. Like and subscribe. Check out some of our new projects we have coming up. I really look forward to sharing these with you. So it's a lot of fun for us. Thank you.